Playing cards makes me feel alive. If I lose, I won't cry. When I learn to synchro, I won't lose. Harpoon all of these noobs. God, these pulls are stinking. Shoot, this deck is breaking. Guess I'll just play one card face down. So, it is very much agreed upon that Watts are bad and very unfun, and so I offer my deepest, heartfelt apologies to Dakota, and we rectified that. What Hopper is banned forever, as it should be. Now, we have Storm of Ragnarok here. Storm of Ragnarok introduces the Norse gods, like Nordic beasts and Thor and Loki and all that good stuff. There's a few other things, but... Oh, Six Sam. Of course, Six Samurai. So Six Samurai, and I can't remember if there is more of the categories. We'll find out. We'll see what's there, and we'll figure it out. So right off the bat, there is Vortex to Whirlwind, which is a level 5 synchro, and it basically allows you to... well, it doesn't basically. It's a recruiter. When it's destroyed, you special summon a level 4 or lower winged beast monster. So it works great as a play extender type thing in a Blackwing deck. It helps you special summon out Blackwing if you can't draw it. So let's just have a little look. Nope, nothing there. Golfer Warrior. When it wants to special summon graveyard, except run damage, you can special summon this card. Your hand, if this card is sent to the graveyard, synchro, you can special summon 2 Doppel tokens. That's not bad. It's a lot of fiddly stuff. I'm sure it has a good level of working stuff, but I can't see that I'm gonna make too much use of it. DD Sprite, the DD, so I'm gonna take a little read of it. Banish one face up monster, summon next time I face. That's weird. I mean, I guess it allows you to special summon, then synchro play off, and then return the thing back. So there is use there. I just don't think it's good. We'll see. Probably not going to use it. Some Blackwings, which we're ignoring. What we are not ignoring is Nordic Beasts, however. Now, unfortunately, for some reason or another, this pack reader thing that I have, it no longer tells me the rarity of things, so I don't know how viable these are. I'm sure if I clicked a few buttons, I'd be able to find out. But we're going to go into the Nordic Beasts. The Nordic Beasts are really quite interesting, at least to me. So we have, oh gosh, what is that word? Tangrisnir. Destroy a battle center graveyard, special summon 2 Nordic Beast tokens at level 3. So that is great. That's just token spam. That's wonderful stuff. We have Goldfax, who is a tuner. Opponent synchro summon, you control a monster, you special summon this card from your hand. Oh, so if your opponent has a synchro, I can special summon that. That's pretty cool. Garmer. I don't know how to say that. It's just fun to make sounds. If it battles a level 4 or lower monster at a damage count, return that monster to the hand. That has use, but it also has a 1900 butt. So it can stall out for a turn or two. Not loads, but here and there. Agnostier? What the friggle fraggle do you do? So, it is destroyed since the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. No, when a monster is controlled, but words. Use my words. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, when this defense position card on the field is changed to face attack position, you can special summon 1 Nordic Beast monster from your deck in defense position, except Agnostier of the Nordic Beasts. That's kind of cool, because if you've got it in hand, you kind of just wait for one of your monsters to get destroyed, you special summon it at the end, like when the last one of your monsters gets destroyed, and go boom, special summoned. And next turn, switch to attack, get another special summon, get a normal summon. It's good. I see plays one can make. So with that, we're now going to move on to the Nordic Afar. We've done 3 of these. So what do these all do? So we've had the Beast, and now we're at the Spellcaster. Although one of the Spellcasters, the Warrior, I don't know. These are just little guys. So, when you special summon, target 1 face-up monster I control, except this card, special summon 1 Nordic monster from your hand with a level less than or equal to the face-up monster's level. That's really cool. That's just a free special summon. That's pretty awesome. So that was Leol South. I don't know how to say these words. Svartalf. When it's normal summon, target 1 Nordic monster from my graveyard, add that target to my hand. That's pretty cool. And then we have Dverg. Dverg! Here's the Bergen. Look, my exposure to Swedish culture is the Swedish Chef Muppet, so. Every normal summon this card, you can normal summon 1 Nordic monster during your main phase this turn. Pretty cool, second summon. In addition to your normal summon / set, you can only go inspect once per turn. If this face-up card on your first central graveyard, target 1 Nordic relic card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Nordics are friggin' dope. I want to play Nordics. I'm gonna get like none. I can feel it. We have Valkyrie, the Ascendant. Is not treated as a Valkyrie card. That's very specific. Normal summon, your opponent controls a monster, and you control no other cards. Banish 2 Nordic monsters from your hand. Summon 2 Einherjar tokens, who are level 4. Oh, yo. Valkyrie on her own is a level 2 tuner. You can summon 2 level 4 tokens. Valkyrie on her own is a level 10 synchro play. That's amazing. I love it. Then we have Mimir, the Ascendant. Standby phase, control a Nordic monster as card in the graveyard. You can send 1 spell card from your hand to graveyard, special summon this. Gar! I suppose it gets on the field as an extra 2 stars for synchro plays. It doesn't really have a whole bunch of other effects, but it's that. And Tier of the Nordic Champions. So your opponent can't target Nordic monsters for attacks except Tier of the Nordic Champion. For another Nordic monster on the field, destroy this card. Alright, it's not bad. It's a 2k summon. Yeah, that's not bad. There's the legendary 6 Sam. These all do stuff. They do stuff if you have other 6 Samurais. The whole thing, you just want to swarm the field. So, Kizan, if you have another 6 Sam with a different name, you can special summon it. When you control 2 or more 6 Sam, it gains 300 attack and defense. So that is the Earth one, the Fire one, Enishi? Enishi? I don't know. Fire. Once per turn, you can banish 2 6 Sam from graveyard, target 1 face-up monster on the field, and return it to a hand. You must control a face-up 6 Sam monster with a different name to activate and resolve its effect. If I control 2 or more face-up 6 Sams, except Inchi, it gains 500 attack and defense. Wow, that's pretty cool. Kageki, who is the wind. So when it's normal summon, special summon 1 level 4 or lower 6 Sam monster, or you control a 6 Sam monster with a different name, it gains 1500, meaning it's only 200. That makes sense. Yeah, so that's a special that's summoned and does this thing. Alright. Water, which is Shinai. Yeah, Shinai. So if you control Mizuo, who is the other fire. Yep. There's 2 fire 6 Sam? Oh no, Inishi's light. I'm Dungus. I'm Dungus! I'm not seeing a dark one. That's interesting. We'll find it. So we've got, if you have the fire one, special summon this card from a hand. Card is true. If this card was tribute to target 1 6 Sam monster from the other, except Kunai, add it to your hand. That's pretty cool. And then Mizuo, if you have the water guy, you can special summon it. You contribute another face-up 6 Sam target monster, target 1 card on the field, and destroy it. Okay, that's cool. So you have a fire, and you can summon the water. If you have a water, you can summon the fire. You can then use the fire to tribute the water, destroy a card, and then add another 6 Sam to your hand. It's a cool play. 6 Sams are cool. I don't know if I'll get enough to play them. They are a somewhat viable option. Maybe. We'll see. There's Kagemusha, who is the tuner of the lot. Yep, just double checking I haven't missed one. Kagemusha. Exactly one 6 Sam monster you control is targeted by a spell card, trap card, or card effect that could be targeted. That could have targeted this card. You can activate this effect. That spell trap card now. I guess this face-up card instead. Alright, it's pick me! Alright, cool. And then there is Xian's Squire. During damage count, if either player in either player's turn, if a 6 Sam monster control battles, you can send this card from a hands or graveyard. That monster can't be destroyed by battle this turn. That's pretty cool. That's another tuner. Alright. 6 Sams are good. More Karakuris. Karakuri's whole thing, they switch to defense. They do something else. I can't remember. Let's read. Okay. So they must attack. When it's targeted, it switches defense, and then they have a secondary effect. That's the whole thing. They swap to defense when they're attacked, and then they have effects. You take battle damage from a battle involving this card. All face-up Karakuri monsters gain 800 attack and defense. Wow. So that's Watchdog. Model 313. That's... When it's in face-up attack position, it can't be destroyed by battle. I mean, I suppose when it gets attacked, it switches to defense, so... Oh my god, so you attack with that first, take damage, it can't be destroyed. Everyone on your side of the field gets a buff. That's genius. Alright, Ninja Model 919. So, change to defense. Destroys an opponent's monster by battle. Since the graveyard, select one level 4 or lower Karakuri monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face-up defense. That's pretty good. They are good additions. You got some scrap cards. I'm not looking at scrap. I don't have enough to look at them. We have Watts, which honestly, I am going to ignore. Symphonic Warrior. I'm not taking that in. That is a lot to try and comprehend, if we're being honest. Maijo Shalon. Maijo Shalion. Maijo Shalion. I don't know. Cool chameleon dude. It has like some weird effects where you can special summon it, but I don't really remember how it works. Opponent can select this card to attack target while we control any spell or trap cards. During battle between this attacking card and defense position, monster defense lower. Oh, no. I'm thinking of a different card. Okay. Ignore me! Yeah, then we get into the Synchros, the biggie boys. So we have Thor, Loki, and Odin, who are all Nordic stuff. So one requires Nordic Beast, one requires Nordic Alpha, one requires Nordic Ascendant, and they are all level 10. Thor is a big boy at 3,500, and you can negate the effects of all face-up monster opponent currently controls until the end of his turn. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this card you control destroyed, or was destroyed by your opponent's card in central graveyard, you can banish one Nordic Beast tuner in your graveyard, special summon it. And if it is special summon this way, inflict 800 points of damage to your opponent. Thor is a big boy. We have Loki. Once per turn, your opponent activates a spell or trap card during a battle phase. Quick effect. You can negate its activation. If you do so, destroy it. Once per turn during end phase, if this face-up card you control is destroyed, blah blah blah. Banish one Nordic Alpha tuner from your graveyard. Special summon this card. When special summon this way, target one trap card in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. So that recycles traps. And then Odin, who is a big chunker with 4,000 attack. Once per turn, you can make it as unaffected by spell on trap cards until the end of its turn. Once per turn, during the end phase of this face-up card, you control was destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to the graveyard. Banish one Nordic Ascendant tuner from your graveyard. Special summon this card. When summoned this way, you draw one card. Yeah, They are big chonkers. Their effects are cool because they essentially allow them to recycle themselves, especially if you've loaded up your graveyard. And they're just big boys. We look at the legendary 6 samurai Shi-En. So 1 warrior, 1 warrior tuner, 1 non-tuner 6-sam monster. So level 5, once per turn, your opponent activates a spell or trap card. You can engage its activation if you do destroy it. If this card is on the field, or destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy another 6-sam monster you control instead. Pretty cool. It's got a little bit of protection. You can stop stuff. It's quite easy to get out. There's 1 tuner and any 6-sam card, really. Just very easy to make. 2,500. Good to go. There's Karakuri. I'm not going to put too much thought on these because I've been going for a while going through this. There's some spells. So, the Relic Draupnir. So, gains 800 attack. Destroyed by card effect. Add 1 Nordic Relic. Gottadamarung. Ace monster you control. Give control that monster to your opponent. Next end phase, destroy that monster. If you do, banish all cards your opponent controls. Okay, weird. March towards Ragnarok. 1 ace monster you control until the end of the turn. It's negated. Also, that face up monster is unaffected by effects of other spells or traps. Well, not sure why I'd use that. I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't know. Wow. We got some 6-sam stuff. Honestly, I think it's just 6-sam support and Nordic support from here. So, add a level 3 or lower 6-sam, triple impact. If you control 3, you can activate one of these effects, destroy all monsters, destroy all face-up, spell traps, destroy all set spell and traps. There's the quick play, which I target 1 6-sam, special summon 1 6-sam with the same attack but different name. If you do, destroy it during the end of the phase. Temple for 6. So each time a 6-sam is special summoned or normal summoned, place 1 Bushido counter on this card. Monster you control. Monster your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each Bushido counter. That's pretty impressive. There's some Karakuri stuff, which I'm really going to start to take in if I need to. Anything else that is worthwhile? Like Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is actually pretty good. Because target 1 face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn, loses 800 attack, but it is unaffected by other spells or traps, which is really good to stop your opponent from doing stuff. You can go and stop them from just doing whatever. I mean, you can also just use it to quick play, hit your opponent as it's attacking in, and make them lose something they weren't expecting to lose. All good stuff. Gonna zoom through the traps as quick as we can. Divine Relic Mjolnir. Target 1 Acer, and second attack. That's pretty cool. Solemn Authority, target 1 Acer. Can be targeted by other card effects. All its cards on the field, send this card to graveyard during your second standby phase. Okay. Nordic Relic Brisingamen. Brisingamen. There we go. Target 1 face up you control, 1 face up monster opponent controls, attack your first target becomes equal to the original attack of the second target until the end of its turn. Okay. Just equalizing attack so we can smashy. Levitain. We destroy a battle and destroy it. Oh, okay. So if you destroy one of me, I destroy one of you. Cards and effects can't be activated in response to its card activation. That's cool. Nordic Relic Gungir. Banish 1 Acer or Nordic monster you control, and then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Also, during your second end phase of activation, return the monster from banish. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. There's so many traps to go through. We've been going forever. Oh, gosh, oh, golly, oh, goo. The golden apples. Take battle damage while you control no monsters. Gain life points equal to battle damage you took, especially from one Malice token. Attack and defense are equal to the life points you gain by this effect. It's not bad. Not great, but it's kind of just like there. Odin's Eye. The target one ace once you control negates effect until the end of his turn. Use a look at all the cards in your opponent's hand and all set cards they control. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Ooh, but you need an 8. Like, it's cool. I dig that. That's a cool vibe. Your opponent's kind of bricked. Gluttony, the Fat is a Fenrir, Nordic monster from deck. Yep. 6 Sam stuff, some activate spell trap, control, negate it. 6 Sam destroy, especially some 2/6 Sams from hand. Pretty smart. There's some trap monsters. There's some additional things. There's another Nordic Ascendant. There's Shin, Daredevil. There's... Oh my god, there's Maxi. Wow. Honestly, I'm going to stop trying to read because there's a whole bunch of stuff. I get the gist. Oh, worms. I can't run worms. There's not enough. There's stuff. We got to open these cards because I've been going for like 20 minutes. Yoinks! Alright, let's go. Storm of Ragnarok. 24 packs. Let's go! Nordic Ascendant, 6 Sam. I'm aiming for 6 Sam on Nordic. That's my vibe. So I just gotta hope I get enough of one or either. Or both. Karakuri. Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to look at Karakuri because I got the friggin' synchro I assumed I wouldn't pull? Oh my gosh! Okay, yeah. Karakuri's thought of maybe on the table. Alright. Last chance saloon, show me what you got! A whole bunch of nothing, yeah. Okay. We are gonna add that to our collection. And we're gonna try and build something and be back real soon. Let's see. It's not Nordic, and it is also not 6 Sam. Instead, what we have is Karakuri. I don't have good Karakuri polls. I have some Karakuri polls. I'm just seeing what I can do, and hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. I don't really know what my win con is. It's just try and play something I've never played before. So, let's get into it. We start with a pretty standard array of just standard good cards. You know, Ragnarok, Reborn, Defense Draw, 3 Widespread Duds, Effect Veiler, and 3 Double Cyclones. It's our standard, just good card, mix and match, throw them in there. We then have our Karakuri monsters. We literally just grabbed every monster we have. So we have 2 Bushi model 6318. Oh god, I'm gonna have to like squint my eyes, try and read this, and get real close. Muzanichiha. That guy. Well, I'm just gonna say Bushi. I'm gonna say their job name, because that's easier for me. And what this guy does is, obviously, like all Karakuris, they have to attack. If they are in attack position, they have to attack. And if they are targeted for an attack, they are switched to defense, which is a double-edged sword in lots of ways. So it's all that. If another character monster on the field is destroyed, this card gains 400 attack. It's pretty simple. We then have our one merchant. So it must attack, otherwise switch. And it is also switch to defense when it is attacked. When it is normal summon, add one Karakuri card from deck to hand. That's Karakuri card. So that's any card, not monster, which is pretty cool. We then have 3 Ninja Model 919. What happens to this guy? When it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, sends it to a graveyard. Select one level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from my graveyard and special summon it in face-up defense position. Pretty cool. We then have Soldier Model 236. When it's destroyed, it's sent to graveyard, special one level 4 lower Karakuri monster from your deck in face-up attack position. It's a recruiter. It's pretty good. We then have our tuner, the strategist. So, this card on normal special summon, select one monster field and change its battle position, which I love. Very good. We then have the Watchdog Model 313. So, if I take battle damage from a battle involving this card, all face-up Karakuri monsters gain 800 attack and defense until the end phase. While it's in face-up attack position, it cannot be destroyed by battle. The main point of it is I hit in, I take damage, and then roll it. The cards we have 3 Karakuri Anatomy. Every time a Karakuri monster changes position, it gains, changes. Oh, just change position. Alright, cool. It gains a counter, maximum 2. I can then destroy it and draw a number of cards equals the number of counters. It's basically a pot of greed that I can use very quickly because I'm going to be changing positions a lot. So that's good. So that's why I got 3 of them. We have the Cash, or Cache, depending if you want to. I don't, but whatever. I select one face-up Karakuri monster I control, add one level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from my deck to my hand, change the battle position of the selected monster. Very nice. We got 2 of them. We have 2 Gold Dust. So during battle phase, select 2 Karakuri monsters in attack position. I change one to defense, and the other gains attack equal to the attack of the monster that changed position. Now here's the thing. I can do that after I've attacked with one. So I can attack, and then switch it, and then get a buffed attack from the other guy. And we then have the field spell, the Karakuri Showdown Castle. When a Karakuri monster I control selects an opponent, face-up monster as an attack target, you change the target's battle position. Once face-up cards on the field is destroyed, in the center of the graveyard, you can select one level 4 or higher Karakuri monster in your graveyard and special summon it. It's just pretty cool. It just means I get control over what I'm attacking. We have 3 Karakuri Trick House. So if a Karakuri monster is changed, so if its battle position is changed, I can just destroy one card on the field, which is wonderful. I've got 3 of them. I have a Terraforming to essentially give me another Karakuri Showdown Castle. Then I have 2 level tunings. I need level tuning to be able to summon my new Synchro, the Karakuri Steel Shogun Model 00X Burrito. It is Rei, because it's R-E-I. Burrito. Because I can't make level 8 otherwise. I mean, I guess I could technically do it with Effect Veiler, but that's hassle. So I've got that to make this level 8 Burrito. And Burrito, when it is synchro summoned, I can special summon one Karakuri monster from my deck once per turn. When the defense position, when the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster I control is changed, it remains face-up. Draw 1. Burrito, if I get it on my field, is just gonna net me so many cards, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna see how this goes. Everything's disconnecting. Hope that's not bad. So we're gonna jump right on into those duels. See you there. All right. Storm of Ragnarok, duel number 1. Bardic versus Dakota. Good luck, buddy. Have fun. Stay out my brain. No. Cease! There we go.
Go on a second.
Okay. Now I need to remember how all these cards work, so I'm gonna have to read, because even when I think I know what they do, I don't actually remember. Okay, so you do that. Which one do you do? Okay, cool. And... Super useful. Okay. Stand by nothing. Main. Let's set. Yeah, let's just set 3 cards and end turn. As you can see, I'm going for a very aggressive playstyle today.
Alright, well, starting out, activating the Nordic Lights, and normal summoning Tier of the Nordic Champions.
I don't like this.
Go on to battle. Let's take out that face down.
Yep. So that goes to grave. That is my Karakuri soldier. When it's destroyed by battle, I get to. It is battle, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I get to special summon a Karakuri monster in face-up attack. So,
Level 4 or lower.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide who is not terrible right here. You now having to remember what they all frickin' do. Probably not that one. Good for you. Nope, not that one. I think... You know what? I'm going to use as little brain power as possible. I'm just going to bring out another soldier.
Alright. Main phase 2. Nothing. End my turn.
Okay, so... does Nordic Light...
It protects it from battle.
How does Tier's effect come into play? Because if there's no other Nordic monster on the field, destroy this card.
Oh. Oh, wait. Then technically your other one wouldn't have been destroyed then. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
Or I can just... Do you mind if I just retcon it? Because I have another one that I could summon that it would have still destroyed it and done the whole thing.
Yeah. That's absolutely fine by me.
Yeah, because this one would have still destroyed your face down.
I have 200 defense. You could have destroyed my face down with a Karibo. Like, literally. Karibo's got like...
No, Karibo's only got 100.
Oh, I thought Karibo had 300 attack. I'm thinking of something else.
Then Karibo might, or maybe some of the later Karibos.
Something like that.
Oh, you may be thinking of Wing Karibo. Wing Karibo, it might have had the 300.
Possibly.
But yeah, end turn. Now it's your turn.
All right, cool. Everything is working.
So, rewind. It's not Tier. It's Zolzoff. Lozoff? I don't know how to say this name.
I couldn't tell you. I'm terrible with Nordic pronunciations.
And I'm the one that freaking reads up on this shit.
Yeah, like it's.
And I've never come across a name like this.
No, it's either that the L is silent and it's like yourself, or it's like Mjolnir. So the L is the emphasis and the J doesn't have much of a sound, so it's like yourself. I couldn't tell you.
It probably is like the yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember this was even summoned in the anime, so I couldn't tell you.
No, we can't find someone else saying it. Stand by nothing, me. Now I need to remember how these work. Okay, so that does that. And you do that. Okay. Alright, cool. Cool. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm having to read so many cards, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I am going to activate Karakuri Anatomy. So whenever my Karakuris change bat position, I put a counter on it, and then I can do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, this isn't super helpful. Not super duper helpful. Arg. Okay. Yeah, I can still work. My plan doesn't. My original plan isn't gonna work, but this is fine. I have other plans. So I will summon the Karakuri Watchdog. I will now go into battle. I will attack you with a Karakuri Watchdog, and I will take 800. Now,
And if I read that correctly, yep. So your soldier's at 2200 now.
yeah, we'll gain 800. Basically, I'm taking 800, but so are you. That's my logic. I'm just debating if I want to make it do more. Because I think I can. But you know what? I'll leave it for now. So yes, soldier gets boosted by 800. I attack. You take 800. Doesn't get destroyed though. So we're just kind of there. And there's not a whole lot more I can do whilst you can't be destroyed.
Right. Now Tyr comes out, and your attacks are reset, right? Yes.
Correct.
So then I go to battle. This one attacks that one. This
So
one attacks
due
that
to
one.
Saizon's effect, when it is attacked, it changes to defense.
So I take 400.
Yes. I don't know if you're allowed to
Yes.
cancel your attack at that point. Is it when it's
yeah,
selected as an attack target? Yeah, so you can retract that attack.
So, but I still attack with this one to. Actually, you know what? I go back. Take that one out.
Yep. Hang on, I just need to remember.
Also, put one token on your anatomy.
So here we'll attack Watchdog. It go.
And while we're still in the battle phase, I activate Tiki Curse.
I don't like this.
So that's 1800 to that one, so you take 400.
It changes to defense, but then will be destroyed. I will then use its effect to bring out another one. What is the correct choice here? They don't really know how they work, so figure out what's good. I think. Yeah, we'll bring out the ninja.
Don't you get another anatomy token as well?
I do,
Yes.
because they're constantly swapping to defense.
And then I end my turn.
Okay. See, these Nordic lights, they're gonna be a pain.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
You would have still taken damage for Watchdog, and it wouldn't be destroyed because it says when it's selected for an attack target. So while I was in defense, it would have switched to attack when Tyr attacked. So Watchdog would still be on the field because it can't be destroyed while in attack position, and you would have taken damage.
Well, 1 second. I'm terrible at reading. So, face-up card is selected as an attack target. Change its battle position. Oh, yeah. So, It would have
Watchdog
been.
would still be on the field.
It
but
would have
you, and you would
switched
have
back
taken,
when you targeted
have
it with the
taken
other one,
14.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you took 1400 for that one.
I swear all the others, like, I didn't know they all changed it. Okay,
Yeah, I read that on that one when I was reading. I was like, okay, so this one's got the same thing. And I read, and it says when it's selected as a target. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, technically, even in defense, it would still switch then.
Oh,
Alright.
I didn't consider that. This is a massive flaw in my Karakuri's.
Alright, I end my turn.
Okay, so yeah, not bad. Stand by nothing. Main. I'm going to send Anatomy to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Yes.
Yes.
Draw, please. Please, Lord, help me.
I don't like the sound of that.
Please help me do things. Okay, now I need to count. 8. I don't like counting. It is so much work. Okay. Yeah, alright, cool. I can do stuff. What I can do? That's a question. So, let's start. I'm going to set one. I am going to normal summon the strategist. And with its effect, I can change one card. One monster and change its battle position. It doesn't super matter, but I'm just going to swap tier to defense just to inconvenience you mildly. You can change it back as soon as it's your turn, but you've got to click a button. Take that. Wait, would that work? Yes. Okay, that would technically work. I think I can count. Yeah, okay. I'm going to activate level tuning to reduce all of my monsters' levels by 1. That gives me 3, 3, 2. Which, if I can do basic maths, that makes 8, right?
No, because Watchdog is a tuner.
Oh, frick me! How did I not notice Watchdog is a tuner? Oh.
Are you okay, buddy?
I built this whole deck and I never once clocked on what Watchdog was a tuner. Not once.
So technically you can summon a level 5 or a level 6.
This is fine. I wanted 8, but I can work with this. Okay, what level 5s and 6s do I have that are worthwhile?
I was actually worried for a moment because I saw like Watch Dogs 4 and your freaking Ninjas 4. I'm like, shit, that's a level 8 right there. And then you did that, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
That just happened.
You know what? I can do that. So I'm going to synchro off. Yeah, I'm going to synchro off Strategist and the Ninja to bring out Goyo Guardian. Unfortunately, I can't destroy your monsters, which is kind of a pain. Like, ugh, it's irritating. Okay. I could. Oh my god, yes, I can. Ugh. I'm going to activate Double Cyclone and destroy this face down here because I have 0 use for it to destroy your Nordic lights. Look at me go! Battle phase will have Goyo Guardian attack, TK. Since it's a trap, I can't trigger Goyo's effect, but you take the damage. Oh, see, I was really worried there for a second. I was like, I have Twin Cyclone, why am I not using it?
Doesn't Watchdog have to attack if able?
Yes it does. Sorry, Watchdog also goes to the graveyard because I clicked the wrong thing. So, yes, Watchdog also attacks, so that's, you know, a whopping 600 damage as well.
I normal summon Garm of the Nordic Beast. Go to battle. And he is a sacrifice. I take out Goyo Guardian.
Battle level... Oh, yep, so that's going back to the extra deck.
Oh, wait. Nope, level 4 or lower. Never mind, that doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read either. Oop.
Hold up, I need to take this back to my hand then, because
Yeah, totally replay that turn. You want to give yourself back those 2,000 life points as well?
Yeah. My plan backfired, because I was like, oh, this could work. Oh, wait, no, level 4.
Reading cards is hard.
I thought it was level 4 or higher.
Oh, I did as well. I was like, oh shit, that's really good.
Alright, now I end my turn.
Oh. I just realized something. Stand by nothing, main, activate Anatomy. I'm gonna normal summon what's his name? The strategist. Now, it just says select one monster on the field. It doesn't specify face up. So, am I allowed to target your defense position and change it to attack?
What's up? Oh.
It doesn't specify face up, but I don't know if that's just like...
So position card is... This card is normal summon, especially one monster in the field. Yep, no, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so let's throw your monster into attack. And let's... Yeah, attack it with Vigoyo for 2,000. And then I would like to special summon it to my side of the field in defense. I'm not giving you monsters in your graveyard. That's mine now. 600 and 500.
I already,
so...
yeah, I already subtracted it all.
Good, good, good. And end turn. This wasn't my original plan, but Goyo Guardian is working out real nice for me right here.
Honestly, thought you were in trouble, Bardic.
Oh, I did as well. And then I remembered that Double Cyclone is a really good card that I had.
That was the one thing I was not betting on with that.
I had clocked it out in my mind because I was waiting for you to have like back row, and I forgot that your field spell was a spell card. Like, oh, if only I could get around this spell card.
Dot, dot, dot.
Look, I'm not very smart, okay? So I don't have enough for lethal there. Stand by nothing. Main. Yeah, okay. Let's swap Strategist and Watchdog to defense. Put 2 tokens on Anatomy. Send it to a graveyard. Draw 2 cards. which is a really good card. It's just, hey, draw cards, have fun. Ooh. Ooh. Choices. Choices indeed. None that are particularly good choices, but I have them. Okay, so no, I couldn't make that well then. I don't think it could anyway. No. The numbers don't add up, sadly. Oh. They would add up. Ha 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 ha! Big brain moment. Yes. I'm gonna activate Monster Reborn. I'm gonna bring back just the ninja. See, I'm actually really irritated at myself because if I had known that this was a level 4 tuner, I could have made my deck differently because I had to include extra cards in this deck. So like, I can't make this level 8 because I only have a level 3 tuner. Like, no, I have 3 level 4 tuners right there. So I'm then going to synchro Watchdog and Ninja off to bring out the big boy, the Karakuri Steel Shogun Model 00X Budedo. Don't know what he actually does, but I feel it's just impressive to summon. So.
When it is synchro summoned, you can special summon one Karakuri monster from your deck.
That's pretty hot.
And then once per turn when the battle position of it...
It's basically got the effect of anatomy innately in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when another one changes battle position, you get to draw a card.
Which is really good. Okay, so it's special summoned. So yeah, let's special summon another Karakuri. I don't think it super matters. So I'm gonna bring out this guy. Because he's there. Do I have a 7? 4, 6, 7, yeah. Yeah, I will synchro off Strategist and your Nordic Beast to bring out Grap Archfiend just to get a big beat stick on the field. And let's go to battle. We will start... Yeah. Twin Cyclone is a really good card.
What I'm so annoyed with is I didn't get any of my tuners.
Yeah, justifiably, I'd be kind of pissed at that, because honestly, that was really good. Like, because look at how many cards I've drawn. I've not got another Twin Cyclone. Twin Cyclone is my only way of destroying spells. If I didn't have that when I had it, I wouldn't have been able to destroy any monsters this far. Which means I couldn't have made use of Goyo's effect, I couldn't have done this, I couldn't have done that. One good card makes so much difference. It is unreal.
Alright, so who's the next ones up? Is it me and Teddy, or you and Teddy, or how are we doing this?
You and Teddy can pop off. Yeah, I should read the cards more often, really.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, duel number 2.
Part of the game.
Teddy, Dakota, good luck, have fun.
I'll go first, I think. Fucking what?
I'm concerned why Teddy is so concerned by what she's just drawn.
Just a weird hand. I will play Solitary Magician and end my turn. Like, it's not a particularly bad or good hand.
This is one of the issues when you run hybrid decks. Like, they're great when you can make them work, but then sometimes you go, none of these cards work together.
I set 2 cards and I have my turn. I don't like that that's getting viewed already.
Trying to remember what my freaking cards are. Is also part of
okay.
it.
I'm like,
No, that doesn't work either. Damn
Also,
it.
Borg, I have to laugh because there's a certain card in here that I only have 2 copies of, and both duels I've drawn both copies within the first turn.
What? How?
Dark Resonator, that is 7. I think this works. This should work.
God, not Arcane Magician already.
Yeah. It's technically.
Yep. Tuner, non-tuner spellcaster. That is technically what you just did.
It is my best. And that's
Alright, in response to that, I
24.
activate Tiki Curse, which just gets destroyed. And I take instead only.
I mean, you can
600.
special summon it in defense position.
Oh right, then
It
yeah,
just says
I do
special
that.
summon.
I forget about that. I forget a lot of times it's special summon and attack. So, so cool. I took no damage. Yay! Before you end your turn, I activate Gleipnir, the Fetters of Fenrir.
This is one of the things I'm very glad I didn't draw enough good Nordic cards, because I'd have to sit here and try and pronounce them. At least with the Karakuris, I don't have to try and pronounce them. I just say like what their job is. I go, that one's a soldier. It has a name, but I'm not trying to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna add this one to my hand. So then I start my turn. That goes to the grave. Set that card. Since you control a synchro monster, I special summon Goldfax. With that, I normal summon, and then I normal summon Zolf. And using its effect, I target Goldfax to summon another level 4. Tier. In defense. Anything special here? Nope, nothing special I could do. And I end my turn.
See, I know you're trying. If you're running what I think you're running, you're trying to get 10, which unfortunately is quite difficult with level 4s, because you need a level 2 somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
But you've got a nice, comfortable little setup to at least last a couple of turns.
Either last couple turns or force Teddy to use some of them tokens.
I think I can actually make this work. I want to do this just for the... because I've never gotten to do it. So, I'm going to use 1 token to get rid of Goldfax.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use level tuning to reduce the level of both of these to make 7. get to special Nitro Warrior.
Don't you
Because I
also,
use Nitro. Huh?
I was gonna say you also then get Nitro Tuner's effect, don't you?
Yep, which allows me to draw. Uh,
Oh, and that thing has an extra 1,000 attack right now. Shit.
I think it will have had to have been on the field when the spell card was activated, which it wasn't.
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
And I think I know what Teddy's up to here.
oh, yeah, so this works. So I am going to then take Nitro Warrior and attack.
You can't do that. Tier.
Oh. Yeah.
Like I said, I think I knew what you were going for.
Okay, so yeah, then I will attack here.
And since it's already in defense, your effect can't activate.
Yeah. Or no, because you don't have another you don't defense position monster on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Here is putting in work. That is a good card.
And my turn.
I guess I will set. And then I will attack and end my turn. I will attack your face down.
I'm very curious what Teddy's set monster is. Something that she wants either on the field or specifically not in her hand, but it has not had a use yet.
I'm going to summon Fortune Lady Water, who has 1200 attack. She is level 4. I'm just going to put 4 on here so I remember. Set 1 card. And then I will attack you for
4,000?
4.
For that one, I activate Tiki's Soul for your 1, put it in defense, so I only take the 12.
Okay.
I'm putting these Tikis to work too.
Oh yeah, like, you're doing a really good job of stalling out. I'm just hoping that what you're stalling for happens, because I know that the Nordic deck can really pop off in some powerful plays. But
If I can get what I need.
But you've got like 2 turns.
Nah, because now Fortune Lady goes up by 1.
Yeah.
That's 15, 43. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Top deck Ragnarok would be real good right now.
It would. unfortunately, I've lost.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The start of your turn, I activate this, but I don't think there's anything I could add to my hand that could just come to the field when I do so. Let's see.
Do you have another gold fax? Oh, I suppose that's be your turn for that, though.
Mm. Yep. Yeah, I can just add that to my hand. Not that it fucking does anything.
Yep, and then I attack and.
You know what I'm annoyed with? So I would have had one monster. This would have helped me get rid of your fucking nitro.
Oh.
Sure, it would have left me
Ugh.
wide open, but it probably would have let me start doing things.
Yeah, getting the biggest beat stick off the field, giving you a chance to.
Yeah, I got it after I already lost all my monsters. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
By the way,
I definitely.
it's just. This is freaking bad,
Okay, I just
isn't
need to
it?
see. After I do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I think,
yeah, now my next two draws would have been exactly what I needed.
Of course, they
That
would
shouldn't-
have. I
Hold on.
definitely think one of the. I wouldn't call it an issue. I think it's something that requires like active construction. Yeah. Choosing what cards you have to play with, but I think a lot of the Nordic stuff, it kind of doesn't have the greatest searchability, does it? I think you kind of
No, the problem is-
hoping you get the cards you need.
The thing is, 4 turns later, if I would have still had Tyr in the field, I could have destroyed your Nitro Warrior.
Oh yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it pretty dang good. All right. Oh well, you're in anyway. So with that, we can crack on with duel number 3. For all the we don't even play for anything, but for all of them's Bardic, Teddy, good luck, have fun. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm gonna go second. I feel that is the vibe. I would rather have the extra draw. I don't really know what I'm doing. Ooh. Okay, it is a good thing I went second, because this hand is...
Oh, wait, that's the wrong card. Hold on.
Okay, show me something I can use. Guess that's technically something I can use. Let's start things off by activating Terraforming. Just a painfully good card. So we're gonna add Showdown Castle to the hand, which I don't remember what it does. So, oh, cool. And it's just a good card. Yeah, I'm going to set 1, 2, activate an Anatomy, activate the castle, let's normal summon the ninja, and yeah, let's try and poke in. Doesn't hurt to try, except when that happens. Enter. That is a lot of back row. And radiation resonator. Okay. Hmm. Stand by nothing main. Yeah. Let's summon the soldier. You'll go to battle. Let's try and hit him with soldier.
Okay.
600. Oh, Jesus.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
Hold on. It's not over yet. Assuming you're going to attack again, this also active.
Yep.
It's
So, total monster
Uh.
destroyed by battle. Special summon it. Yep. So, I will continue the attack through into the defense position. So you're taking no damage. But you're inconveniencing me. Yeah, end turn.
Come on.
All right, deck trimming done already.
Cool. Do you have a screenshot of the untrimmed deck for the edited
Oh,
video?
I save them completely as separate decks. So
There you go. It's big break.
yeah, that way if I ever want to go back to say an old deck that I already know works really well, I can just like modify it for if any cards were banned, and then yeah, that's what I did during the first one. That's why I had the Archfiend deck still like pre-made.
Oh, yeah. That was a really good deck.
It was spooky.
Hey. Ugh. How do I want to do this?
The 10-foot pole with a machete on the end,
I mean, yes.
or as it would be called in other cultures, I think that's the Daibo.
There's lots of different words for big rip-off spears. Okay. Yes. Yes? Who's the better? Yeah. So I'm gonna normal summon out this Watchdog. And then let's synchro off the Watchdog and the Soldier to get out my big boy. My Buraido. Ray. It's R-E. Let's activate his effect. And let's bring out... What do you do? Oh yeah, you're a searcher. I think you're the best choice. Yeah, let's bring out the Bushi.
Also, I realized I wasn't paying attention because I was editing the deck, and I come back and I was like, "How did Teddy do damage?" I see the double defense draws. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, Teddy has been refusing to take damage thus far.
I'm probably about to take a bunch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I can do more, but I don't think I can. So, yeah, let's just start whacking. So, Ninja, Bushi, Shogun.
How much is that?
See, 35,
Numbers.
50, 6,300.
That many numbers.
Leaves me with
Ouch!
just enough to make a mistake.
I don't like this.
Hope for escape, which I pay another 1,000 life points. And then I draw a card for every.
So 3.
So yeah, that's
Is it just 3? Oh yeah, it is just 3. Yeah.
But draw
If it was
3.
4, you'd be dead.
Draw 3 is good.
Could have been better.
But yeah, end turn. Like,
And here you thought the Katakuris were a mistake, Bardic.
well, when I'm gonna have to tweak the deck because I don't actually need level tuning anymore, which means I've got 2 other slots to put something in. I just don't know what. Because I literally had to grab every single Karakuri card I had to get what I have, because I don't have many. But what I've got is working.
Yeah, my Nordics, luckily I got enough to I could make a 60 card deck out of, but it was just like, I feel like that's too many for Nordic.
I don't like this face, Teddy. What have you done? Oh, get fucked! Oh, no! No! Oh, yeah, that's fine. Womp, womp, womp.
I was like,
So that draw 3 was real freaking useful! Oh, no!
Womp, 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 womp.
And I've used so many of my good cards. Oh no. I assume I'm taking 16.
yes. I'm gonna set that. And I'll attack, and yeah. I'm still not in a good spot, but it could have been.
Yeah. Don't have tons of options, so this is gonna be a real janky play. I am gonna normal summon Strategist, activate his effect targeting himself, switching him to defense, putting a token on Anatomy. I'm then going to activate my 2 Karakuri Trick Houses, and I'm going to target your Solitaire Magician and that face down. There's cards to destroy. I can't do a lot, but I can stop you from doing stuff.
Okay.
And enter.
That was. Ah.
I don't like
Okay.
this. Okay, I'm gonna set to switch to attack, get another token on that, get rid of it, draw 2, give me a gosh dang monster, or don't. Yeah, I then have to attack, so 500. Well, what does this do?
Golden apples. When you take battle damage while you control no monsters, gain life points equal to the battle damage you took, and if you do, special summon 1 malice token.
So you get a level. You gain 500, and you're also getting a token with 500 attack and
Oops,
defense.
that's the wrong one. Yes.
Yeah, okay. End turn, I guess.
Backed into a corner. I'm trying to hang on here.
I mean, it's working, because, like, I drew 2, and they aren't useful.
Okay, I'm gonna play Dark Resonator
Mm-hmm.
and end my turn.
Hmm. Break my life. Yeah, okay, I set one and turn. I don't like this because every turn gives you another opportunity to start making plays, and I don't like it. I'm sat here going, God, I need something, please. Please.
Well, normal summon Fortune Fairy Wind.
Mm-hmm. Is it
So
900?
yes. And I can destroy one spell or trap card.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have one Fortune Lady. What does this do? I will get rid of your castle.
Okay. So, castle goes to the grave. Then its effect will activate. Now, here's the thing. If I can special summon one level 4 or higher Karakuri monster, does that include the Synchro?
I don't think it would.
Yes, it would, because it is classified as a Katakuri monster.
And it was already, like, Synchro summoned.
Synchro summoned, yeah.
Do
So
you
it
want to
would
target
include-
a different spell or trap?
I mean, if you're gonna give me the option, which feels a little, I guess because like I didn't read the end of
Well,
it, but
That's what I was assuming, yeah.
sure, we'll get rid of that one. I'll let you keep your castle. I don't
Okay.
like its effect, but I definitely don't like what it
Yeah,
does
because as
after.
long as your Synchro was summoned normally, which it was, it can be brought back with Monster Reborn or any card effect that targets Katakuris. It is Katakuri.
Yeah. So, which one did you want to get rid of instead?
This one here.
Wide. Yeah. So, you know what? In that case, I'm going to activate the widespread dot and target your 2 face-up attack monsters, because I can do that. 2 face-up attacks. Yep.
Yep, and in doing so,
Then when
they're all 3 gone.
that is destroyed, so are they. I had plays! Very lucky. In some ways, it's more you are unlucky, because really, there was one card you could have targeted where I couldn't have made use of it.
Resonator engine.
I don't like that.
I have Creation Resonator and Dark Resonator in my graveyard, and then I can add one level 4 monster for my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at what I have for monsters. I will add him to my hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get to put
The resonators back in the deck, yeah.
can't play anything else. I'll end my turn.
If I could draw a monster, thank you. I have not been able to draw a monster for quite a while. I don't want to do this. I'm going to normal summon ninja. Okay. Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. No. You. Get back on the field. Unless that back row is gonna really inconvenience me. I'm gonna go into battle. I'm gonna target your token with Ninja, activate the effect of Showdown Castle, and put your token in attack mode. And attack for 1200 damage.
Made for 1200.
Because it's a token with 500.
Ah.
The cards, I don't know how they work.
What was that back row?
Yeah, Teddy, what was that back row? It's been there for a while.
Level returner. Good card, just not useful.
I need that card in my Nordic deck. That would have saved me because I had Tyr, Golfax, and another level 4.
That would have been
and
really good.
I would have had my Aesir right then and there. Okay.
And then I had to end him on. You, like, by destroying them, because I was about to, summon, because I have Explosive Magician. And he's a 6, so I could have synchro summoned him. He's he's got 2500. I have Polymerization in my hand. All I then needed was another spellcaster, and then I could have brought out
You big spooky one.
Supreme Arcanite, because it's one spellcaster, Synchro Monster, and another spellcaster. Because I had Polymerization in my hand from the beginning.
Oh.
But yeah, whenever I heard Teddy was destroying the castle, I was like, oh no.
So here's the really unfortunate thing: when you were choosing, basically everything except defense draw was a bad choice, because if you chosen double cyclone, I would have activated it, targeted my widespread dud, activated dud, popped your 2 monsters. Targeted dud, done that. Target if you chose a castle, I get the 6. Like, it was very fortunate, but it was only one good choice for you there. It was very lucky.
Honestly, the fact that after I put myself down to 700 after that big attack to draw 3 cards, the fact that that worked out at all is.
I was
amazing.
Really scared from that, because once again, being able to draw those 3 cards, that's what allowed you to Raigeki the next turn. It's like, oh no, like that.
Yeah,
that was real good. I'm very happy with how it went. Like, I had like 3 turns there where I did not draw a monster. Like, so I was sat on not being able to do anything. Going, if Teddy gets anything that can hurt me, I can't do much. All right. So. Now we get to do the thinking of draws and
double cyclone
and bans and all that. Double cyclone ban, yep. My 1 back row removal. Why? Why do you hate? Oh no, because it's a good card.
That's what was my downfall on our duel.
Oh yeah. See, I'm now having to go through and remind myself what Karakuri cards I don't have but I want more of. I just don't remember what it's called. I know there is one. Let me check my deck, because it's one I've only got 1 of.
Also, what was that other card? The level 1, the level tuning or whatever? Is that what it was called?
Level tuning reduces the level of all face-up monsters by 1, like, that you control.
Yeah.
The one that Teddy used, that was called level reduction, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, level tuning is.
Yeah, I
what's
used
getting
level.
removed.
I used the same one. I used level tuning to get them all down by 1.
Yeah, level tuning is also getting removed.
That is absolutely fine by me, because it turns out I didn't need it in my deck.
Shit, now I need to go look at which freaking 6 samurai.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna add 2 Karakuri merchants to my polls, because it's a very good card. I mean, I didn't use it, but it's a good card. So being able to have more of them. See, if I was being smart, I'd get the other Karakuri Synchro, but I'd have to be smart to think of that. So merchants, I want them, so they let me just search cards, which is good. So I'll take them, and oh gosh, cards to return. I'm just gonna pick a random pack from the GX era, scroll through and find where they have changed the layout of my pack reader, which I don't.
They have, and I don't like it because it doesn't even show like the super rare or anything like that, so you can know like which ones will be harder to get out of a pack that you're looking into.
Yeah, I don't know where all the stuff is now, which is
The only way you would know is if you actually click on it. But interestingly enough, on the place we draw the cards, if you actually go through the eras there, you click on the pack, it will actually tell you which ones are rare, ultra rare, and all that in the pack.
That's pretty
So
cool.
we can still view which ones are rare and all that.
Okay, so let's how many GX packs were there? I want to say like 13 or something.
Oh, so in 2 weeks will be our finale for 5Ds.
Yeah, because we're actually
Oh no, will not be the finale. It'll be the
the last set of cards,
one.
and then after that we'll do the let's see what we can actually come up with. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Great. I don't have a 13-sided dice, so I'm just not going to include Lost Millennium. I'm going to roll a d12 because I don't want to use my brain. So that was a 7. The 7th pack of GX cards. Starts from Lost Millennium, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Cyberdark Impact. What's in Cyberdark Impact that can come back and just exist? See, immediately I know the answer, but it's a banned card, so not that.
Hey, Bardic, you'll be happy to know the next pack is actually going to have more Katakuris.
Yeah, more of my little robot guys.
I see 2 for sure.
Well, you think I do know what I'm gonna take? I'm gonna grab Vylon Delta. And then I'm gonna bring back crop circles.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, that wouldn't be very... I know it's technically the best card from that set, but it wouldn't be very useful for me. It would be useful for other people, which is why I shouldn't suggest it.
And more, looks like more 6 Sam support. Ooh, one of my other favorite cards is gonna be introduced.
What?
It's a localized tornado.
Ooh.
You know what it does, right?
I'm vaguely familiar, but not excessively.
No, I don't know.
You activate it, and basically every card in your graveyard goes back to your deck.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that one now.
And the worst part is, it's a common card.
Yeah,
So we're all probably gonna have some.
just, you know what? Okay.
Ungraved your yard.
You know what? I'm gonna bring back instant fusion. I don't think I have one, but I think it will allow for interesting plays to be made.
Considering there's 2 fusions coming out.
Well, instant fusion is
Next
just
pack?
it's a generically good card. You can splash it in most decks. Just, hey, bring a fusion out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So
There's also
adding
one more Nordic monster coming out in this next pack.
adding the 2 merchants, returning instant fusion. Teddy, you are bringing back crop circles, and you're adding.
Pylon Delta.
I don't know what that is, but I feel I should be concerned. Then Dakota, you are banning.
Double Cyclone and level tuning, and I'm returning 6 Sam Yariza.
Is that all of a 6 Sam you have now returned?
I believe so.
Almost
Let's see,
all of them at the
1,
very
2,
least.
3. Actually, no. This only makes number 4 or 5.
I'm looking forward to see how it all works. Like this is really cool. Yeah. So what is it next time? Extreme Victory, is that the name of the set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm returning them all is because the day we finally do the Xyz era, more 6 Samurai come out there too.
Oh, and 6 Sam are just great fodder for XEs because they just summon themselves and they're level 3 and 4.
That's why I'm bringing them. That's why I'm slowly gonna just keep bringing them all back and bringing their good support cards like Xian's Dojo and stuff like that.
So quickly doing. If someone wants to try and make the Mech Lords work from this set, I give you a lot of respect, but they are horrible cards.
Yeah, I don't. Having played against them one time, don't like them.
Yeah, there's the TG stuff, which is really funny because TG or Technogenesis, because you're just supposed to know that's what it's meant to mean. They were meant to be like a super fast-paced synchro deck, and instead people realized you can make this a really slow stall deck just to piss everyone off. Because they just keep summoning themselves, and they're gross. Yep, more Karakuris. Very happy about that. Don't know if they're good, but oh god, Toad, frogs.
I know. We've awakened Bardic's Ender Toad.
Ribbit.
Alright, but I do gotta dip.
Yeah. There's some interesting stuff. I'm excited. So that'll be the last pack of cards that we open for this era, and we'll see what's going on after that. So with that, everybody, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being part of everything. This will all be edited and sorted out and uploaded probably tomorrow evening or the day after. And until next time, stay safe and happy.
Real quick, we do have one announcement. Because it's like 2 weeks away.
Yes, I am small brain and forgot. Yes, in just under 2 weeks, on the 17th.
16th. It'd be the 16th, so it's a Saturday.
Oh, it's Saturday, not the 17th. Okay. For some reason, my brain I had the 17th written down. But yeah.
Damn it, I'm not off work.
But on that day, we are doing a big charity stream, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like most of the day, where Teddy and myself will be between this channel and Nerds with Dice, where we're going to be dressing up, we're going to be in character, we're going to be doing a tournament, all to be raising money for Teddy. What's the name of the charity?
The Brigade Alliance.
That one. So we're doing that. If you want to come and hang out and donate and just see a bunch of us being fun goofballs. My jacket arrived the other day. I have the products to dye my hair. My Millennium Eye should be arriving hopefully in the next couple of days. So I need to
I'm
figure out how
sorry,
to strap
what?
that to my face. Yeah.
So we're gonna have Pegasus and who?
I'm doing an OG character. I'm calling Abby, or not an OG character, but a OC character, because I didn't. I wanted to go with what I already had. I didn't for like hair color and stuff. So I'm playing a Mermail deck that's going to be run by Abby Abyss, and I'm going to be probably next week testing I got a hair gel and hairspray. Gonna be testing next week the hairstyle.
Now I wish
Got
I
some
could
other
be there.
got some other components to put together for that. So
Because
come join us.
I wish I could, but I had to work.
Yeah, I know, sadly.
Because I mean, I have my dual disc and everything.
Oh, that would have been good. It's a shame, but like, it'll be going on for a good chunk of time because there's going to be a good amount of duels.
Yep, we're doing a Swiss tournament, so not everybody will duel each other, but they'll be in matches, so there should be.
I
best
won't be
2
on
out of
till
3.
6 o'clock Central. At
Oh,
night.
maybe not that long. I don't.
Or
think so.
well, or actually probably closer to 7. Yeah, it's like I said, I wish I could join you, but I work that whole day.
It's unfortunate, but you'll be able to catch things if you want to see us all having a bunch of fun. And if it goes really well and people dig it, what I might consider doing is, because if we're looking at taking a little sabbatical from this before we go into the Zexal era, maybe I was considering dusting off my copy of These Cards Have Hearts and essentially running a game for people to play their OC characters in for a little bit.
Nice.
Which could be quite a bit of fun. So yeah, charity stream on the 16th. So come check that out. Raising money for a good cause. We're all going to have a fun time. It's going to be silly and goofy. I have been watching way too many old clips so I can try and imitate that terrible Pegasus voice.
Now, you want the perfect Pegasus voice? Go watch Pyramid of Light.
It's just so ludicrous because it's almost everyone's like, Yugi boy, I see what you're doing there. Wouldn't it be a shame if I played 2 cards face down?
I had to put together a list of
Not bad.
water puns and stuff as well. So
it's going to be a blast, and I hope that people enjoy it. And so, if you're around on the 16th, you want to come hang out, you want to donate to a good cause. I don't know if we're still taking entries at this point, but
it is. The sign-up sheet is still open.
Yeah.
I will probably close it Wednesday.
Yes. So if that sounds interesting to you, check it out. Come join us. Have a good time. Just play, have your full Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime fantasy and raise money whilst doing it. So that is that. But now, that's been announced. Until next time, everybody, stay safe and happy adventures. Bye-bye.
Bye.